We're going to be making the first grade winter landscape project. And first we're going to start off by drawing our landscape in pencil, so you will need a pencil. We're going to start by making the foreground. We're going to start about 1/3 up our page, and we're going to go from 1/3 up, make a wavy line down to the opposite corner down here. You're going to go about 1/3 up on the opposite side, and you're going to make another wavy line towards the bottom corner, but we're going to stop once we run into our first hill. So here's hill number 1, hill number 2. Then we're going to make a horizon line about halfway through our white paper. Just a straight line from one side to the other. And then we're going to put some mountains in the background, and this is just a zigzag line. Okay. Now that we have our landscape planned out, we are going to use some tempera paint, and we're going to have blue and white, and we're going to create some value by making what's closest to us dark, and as it gets farther away back into space, it will get lighter and lighter and lighter to show value. So I'm going to take just blue first for my first hill. And then I'm not going to wash my brush, and I'm going to just dip it straight into the white and start painting my second hill, and it will blend with my white and make it a little bit lighter. And then I'm going to keep adding white to my brush as I go and do the background back here. And as I keep adding white, it just keeps getting lighter and lighter and lighter, and that creates somewhat of a value scale. After your landscape is dry, then you're going to take a skinnier paintbrush and some black paint, and you're going to go over all of your pencil lines. Okay. Now is a good opportunity to talk about space when we are doing landscapes, because we want to create this sense of space. So we want to show that things are getting farther and farther away from us. And a way to do that is by changing the size of something. So we're going to put some trees in our landscape, and we're going to make the closest trees to us big. And then as they get farther and farther away, we're going to make them smaller and smaller and smaller to show that they're farther away. So on the left-hand side, we're going to start with a couple of lines. We're going to add some branches with our black. And then on our next hill, because this hill is farther away than this hill, we are going to make them a little bit smaller. Same trees, just a little bit smaller. And you can add as many as you want. We're making them smaller because they're getting farther and farther away from us. Okay, so that created a better sense of space because our trees are getting smaller and smaller and smaller as they get farther and farther away from us. So we're going to let that dry, and then tomorrow you'll come back and you'll watercolor the sky. For this last part, I like to use liquid watercolor, and I picked out the cool colors, green, blue, and purple. And you are going to fill up your sky however you would like to make it look like a winter sky.